What's up, you guys? This is your girl, April Showers, coming to you from the PS edition of The Perfect Storming. I couldn't wait to do this episode. I didn't even, I was just so pumped because I found this article and this video back from 2014, and it was so relevant to my stance and my point of view, now, today, on the topic of being woke. Everybody want to claim they woke. Everybody want to claim they conscious-minded. Everybody want to be a part of this whole new trend. And I don't say this to reap any type of social media accolades or whatever, but I was fortunate to actually be a part of a crew of very conscious, wise brothers. Brother Raymond, and at this particular time, he was going by Obadiah. I don't even want to get into that person. But I learned a lot from Brother Raymond and Raymond. I actually call Brother Raymond King. And if you guys are from where I'm from, peace up, A-Town down, you can find this man on Cascade at the Beautiful, dropping knowledge. And this was way back in 2012, 2013. We had this television show called Real News. And these particular brothers at this time enlightened me on a lot of information in reference to being woke, conscious-minded, just giving me a lot of feedback and knowledge on our history and the history that wasn't taught, that you have to actually go out and research. And I loved how they relayed their information. I'm gonna have to actually go in and pull up some of those old videos to replay those, because that was 8 years ago, whereas a lot of people at that time wasn't even on the level of being conscious, and they most definitely weren't screaming this, I'm woke. I gotta take my little jacket off for this one. But at any rate, I just want to jump into it because it's becoming an aggravation and an irk to me, and it's not to the point where I am discrediting anybody and their willingness to want to know more information and or to learn and or to feed knowledge. But it's becoming such an aggravation to me because a lot of people that claim to be woke and conscious-minded will fall in these categories that I'm going to reference to you today, that I just came across, and I actually been looking for this this video. But safety first, though. So much been happening. But so again, thank you guys. I will be back on set so you guys can see the forecast board, but I will be dropping some thunderstorms and some lightning going on today, especially for this particular episode, because I got to put this information out. And before I get started, I would like to most definitely send my condolences. I have been in semi-mourning of the tragedy that occurred in the deaths of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and his friends, his coaches and players, and the pilot of the helicopter that crashed on Sunday. So that's been real eye-opening and tragic for me. Even to the point, out of my sleep, I mourn for the victims and the victims' family. Because I know how it is to lose someone that you couldn't even imagine, living your life without. It's real heartbreaking, very heartbreaking, very sad. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable to a sense where it makes you want to put a lot of things into perspective. But of course, with that comes along with the people and their insensitivity to the family and to the victims of how they pretty much want to release information and say information. You know, a lot of people today, and you know, we don't hear it as much, but you know, you still hear it, where you know, people believe in the Illuminati. And here's my thing is with that, I don't care what you believe in. I really don't. What bothers me is people care about what I believe in. I don't go to anyone's social media pages and try to wake them up because they're asleep and tell them who they need to believe in. But it tends to convey to people that they need to do that to me and to others like myself who believe in who we believe in. Like, we're asleep. We're asleep. But how can you believe in the powers of evil and the powers of like death, like evil, like evil have more power, and you would rather believe in that instead of me believing in the God of good? You would rather believe in the God of an evil power to say, this is the reason why this occurred, this is the reason why this happened, this is the reason why blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Like, that's crazy to me. Oh, they are successful and they are wealthy because they are a part of this particular group. Like, God don't give out blessings. Like, my God bless. My God gives out blessings. So in a sense, it really don't make sense to me. You believe this, but then you don't believe that. That don't make sense to me at all whatsoever. But I'm going to just go ahead and jump into it because I'm so excited about this. Like I said, I could not even wait to get on my set to do this. But I ran across this particular page, and I'm going to just share you guys with some of the reading. I mean, what I like stumbled upon. And this was back in 2014. And I searched and searched and searched, and I found this, and I'm so happy. And here it is. It is my theory that the black conscious community is nothing more than a thought trap. Thought trap. And then it goes to say, well, let me explain. There are a few genuine thinkers and too many mindless followers. Let me say that again. There are a few genuine thinkers and too many mindless followers. The so-called conscious community is populated by individuals promoting and defending ideologies instead of pushing the boundaries of what they know and believe to bring us to a place where we can unite beyond labels. The community has become like any other religion or belief, no thought required. There are more people talking about what we should be doing in our communities than there are people who actually helping our communities. There are too many people asking for solutions, then there are people bringing those solutions we need. The black conscious community will be the first to attack you from thinking outside the box, which is why I described it as a thought trap. It has become the new religion for people who have walked away from an old religion. However, like the old religion, it has become a prison for the thinking mind. That's so deep. To be accepted in the black conscious community, you have to think, believe, regurgitate the same old information that everyone else does, or say ashe at the beginning or end of every conversation. You have to be stepped into the masses, or you will be or they will make you feel as though there is something wrong with you, that you don't fit in because you don't have the audacity to think something that has been approved by the Black Board of Consciousness if there is even such a thing, right? So here's the deal with that. The Black conscious community, to me, it's like, oh, if you believe in Jesus, if you believe in that, there's no J word, there's no this, there's no that. And these people will try to condemn you to the pits of hell if they believe in hell. Some do, some don't, which it totally confuses me, because I am a critical thinker. That's what I do. I'm a critical thinker. Contrary to what you believe, I think for myself. I read, I obtain. I'm a knowledge seeker. That's what I do. That's just me. Have always been and always will be. But what gets to me is the conscious people want to appear as though they are better than. They want to appear as though they are smarter than. They want to appear as though, because they have read books and they have obtained, and let me just go back and say, because I'm going to drop some books out here for the people that I know that are conscious, and it's 10 books I'm going to throw out here, and I guarantee these conscious thinkers have not even read these books, period. So some read and some don't, but the people who follow the ones and like to quote the message of the ones that they look at as leaders, those are the ones that read books, and then the followers, the mindless followers, who's not a part of that group of genuine thinkers, like to quote what these other people have researched, and they don't do any of their researches themselves. But then they'll make you want to feel as though like, oh, you got a European mind, but they closed in European clothes. Yeah, like I don't understand it. Like it's becoming to be very baffling to me. Just like in any school, as a seeker, your goal is to advance to the next level. In the conscience community, you are not advancing if you are just repeating the same information and tearing down those who at least try to push the conversation forward. Think for yourself. Don't get stuck. There is always more. So, and it leads me to this too, and this is the meat of the article that I read, and the meat of the video is that she lists a few people that she suggests that you should avoid, that's a part of this conscience community, and that is the debater. Some people consider me as a debater. However, what I am, I'm a logical thinker, and I'm just not gonna go with, oh, the sky is blue. Oh no, I'm just not gonna go. I'm just not gonna go for that. So what I do is, I don't even really consider. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I will debate. I have debatable skills. But what I am, and what I would like to consider myself is, I'm the type of person that likes to challenge. I'm a challenger. I'm not a debater. I'm a challenger. But here is the type of person that is considered the debater that you need to avoid. This person is not about accomplishing anything, and that's not me. That's why I'm not a debater, because my idea is to accomplish. This person is not about accomplishing anything. They live to argue, and they have people applaud their ability to spew useless facts. One of my mottos is, that's what I do. I post facts. They get off by arguing points that don't really mean anything. What we should call ourselves. Who discovered that? What religion black people should be? Who really built the pyramids? Are we Moors? What kind of socks does Marcus Garvey wear? It really doesn't matter to them. Their goal is to debate, refute, and counter anything and everything you say. A debater is not a wise person. Let me just first say that. Their goal is to debate, refute anything you say. You could say something as simple as, water is wet. And they will start debating, oh, but the black man developed dry ice. Back in the old pyramid of 100,000 BC, the writer of this article said, avoid these people. You can't win their game because their game is to get you to respond to them so that they can keep talking. While you are talking in circles, trying to prove your point. I'll have to say, I may fall up under that category. But what am I doing? The article said, just drop your knowledge and then walk away. That's called a grenade. So I'm gonna just drop my knowledge and walk away. Boom! That's it. Just blow your ass up with it and just walk away. Grenade type. So avoid those type of people. The regurgitator. Avoid this person. This person is incapable of forming an original thought. They are just happy to be a part of something. They simply regurgitate information that they have read or heard from someone else. Usually it's information that we already know. This person will not dig or do no original research to present to the community with something new. They are way too much tuned in to what they say. It's too much for a regurgitator to research and analyze, to initiate their own thought of point. They get off by telling us over and over and over again how the Bible was created and the Bible is not this. The article author said, just pat them on the head and tell them thank you and then walk away. The regurgitator. It's far too many people I know are people who go by what they said. They said this. This is what I read. They said they look on social media posts and they post, repost. Never initiate, never originate no type of form of logical conversation. But they consider themselves to be wise. And that's a little throw off for me. I'm going to retire my hat soon, y'all. I just, I'm not one of those pretty girls where I have to stay glamorified, My beauty is beyond my hair. But I'm going to retire that soon. But back to the point of these regurgitators. So these regurgitators, they are the ones that like to bring up stuff from what other people said. They won't be the first one to comment. They'll wait to someone who comment that share maybe what they thought about or similar to their thinking, but they can't translate it into words. So basically they'll comment or they'll say, yeah, see, that's what I was saying. That's what I mean. They don't have no point of origin to start off any type of conversations. They don't, because they don't research, they're not reading, they're just going based off of what they have read or reposted from someone else. Pat them folks on the back and carry on. The debater, drop grenades on them and leave. The regurgitator, pat them on the head and just throw the deuces up on them. The one-upper. Some people will think I'm a one-upper. But here's the one-upper though. And I'm going to show you what differs with me. Those are the worst. No matter what you say, this person has to come up one up on you. Oh, I've been a vegan for 10 years. Oh, well, I've been a vegan for 15 years. No. See, that's not what I do. I don't like to diminish your accomplishment by pulling mine out. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of people will pretty much have whatever definition or define me or paint this picture of me and crop me in. But I really don't do that. If anything, I'm challenging you. They'll read 1,000 books and they'll say, but you only read 100 books. The one-upper tries to be so selfish and consumed with what they're doing that they will pretty much one-up you on what you're doing. No, we're not going for that. And the small acts, this is another person to avoid. This is the most dangerous and counterproductive. No matter what you say or do, this person has to find something in it that's going to go against your thought process based off of what the conscious world is saying, what they have just heard, what they have just read. They're going to axe you down because it's not going along with what's trending now. No, they just learned this a year or so ago. And they only learned it by reposts, reshares. They haven't really tuned into too much of the information, but they're going to axe you down because of what they just shared and bumped into. The only job of a small X is to cut down whatever you are doing. These are special people. I suggest you run away from them. A small X suggests that instead of giving them food, we should teach them how to provide their own food. That's a great idea, small X. That's what the author of this article said. Those are small X. And we just keeping it real. If this is you, be proud and stand in who you are. I already said how I think I may fall up under some of these categories. Then we have the people that likes to say Ashe and want to use all of our ancestral languages. But they don't tune into all the other languages. They only use the language that's popular, that's trendy. Then they want to make, because they use Ashe, Hotep. What's the other words that they use? That they're more brilliant and genius than we are. But here's the deal. From my thinking, I'm a self-thinker. I think for myself. No one tell me how to think. If I believe something that I have researched, if I believe something that I have read, if I just believe something because that's what I believe, it's because of me. I march to the own beat of my own drums. And that's what others have to do as well. And for the conscious community, let me just get to what conscious people really are. And it was 10 steps that over and over with great research that I have done where they have pretty much explained what a conscious person is. And some of these people that I have came across, unlike the brothers that I mentioned to you earlier in this video of how conscious that they are, they did some of these things. These people are not engaging in some of conscious type behaviors. A conscious person is a person who daily practices either meditation, deep in prayer, deep in yoga. They really, really, really are in tune to what they consume in their bodies. They typically are the people who reuse and recycle, not big spenders. Don't spend major money like that. They practice gratitude. That's a big one. And they have positive attitudes. They are less likely to watch the news or even television. Brother King was always on that. Sister, I don't watch no news. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I'm not on no social media. Not doing all of that. I'm off the grid, queen. I'm off the grid. But these conscious people, boy, they be goddamn quick. Facebook Live, they use Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of it in the same time. They prefer cooperation versus competition. They use unique greetings every time they see you. Every time they see you, it's unique greetings and new and unique goodbyes. And they normally don't go, and they avoid clubs and bars. But we conscious around here though, right? So if we're gonna be conscious and we're gonna just portray that we are conscious people, then let's be conscious people. So it's getting very close to my 30 minutes, so I guess I'm gonna have to do a part 2 on this. But for the conscious people that's following me, the conscious people who like are my friends, I just want to know if you have tuned in and read some of these books. All of them I have not. So I'm gonna challenge us as a people in general to do this together. Knowledge is power, so we got to do it. One of the first books is Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community by Dr. Martin Luther King. I tapped in some of that book. I didn't complete it, but I will now. Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton. The Black Jacobins. We got to read that. Ain't I a Woman? How Europe underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney. The Nonviolent Stuff Get You Killed by Charles E. Cobb Jr. The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. So we're going to tap into some of those books. But I just want to be mindful. I want you guys to understand, this is me closing. And I hope this hit you like with a thunderstorm. It don't make you any more intelligent because you don't believe in something that someone else believes in. Whether that be believing in their God, believing in their knowledge of how they got here or how they existed. It doesn't, especially if you're not sharing the information in a gracious way and not a demeaning type way. It don't matter. And all of this, and I feel so bad about the victims, and the video of saying the Illuminati killed Kobe. That's so insensitive. And a man who is on a level of a conscious man, a man who is a God himself, wouldn't do no such thing as that. So we got to be very careful. If we want to call ourselves conscious people, right? We're conscious people, right? We're supposed to be gods and goddesses, right? So gods and goddesses don't operate in such form of knocking other people down, being demeaning. That's not what we do. And then I also want people to understand too, we all want to be good and say we are a part of this tribe of Africa. But who was a part of the tribe in Africa? Who is our ancestors? Who are some of our ancestors that sold us? Some of our ancestors got tricked. Are those some of your ancestors? We not all not all of our ancestor line is from kings and queens. Some of y'all ancestor lines came from peasants. Some of y'all ancestor lines are the Africans that sold us. And I'ma just leave that at that. And thank you for tuning in to the Perfect Storm and the PS Editions. This is April Showers, and I will be coming to you again from the set life. I may have to do a part 2 on this. And like I said, always, it's with love. Because I'm a challenger. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Share. It's going to only get bigger and better. And I couldn't wait. I got to do a part 2 on this because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't get into. I thank you guys very much. Salute. Triple OG. And I'm out. I love y'all. That way. And I was on 285, getting real 285 with it. But I was safe because I'm a rider. You feel me? Gotta be a rider.